Now, Saturday, September 16th is observed globally as the International Day for the prevention of or preservation of the ozone layer. Now, what does this mean to the common man, and how can human activities affect the depletion of the ozone layer? That is what we're going to be talking about today. And our guest is Reuben Tor, an environmentalist. Good morning, Mr. Reuben.
Morning.
It's been a while, really.
Yeah, quite a while.
Thank you.
You're welcome on the show.
Thank you.
Now, what was the common understanding of ozone layer depletion? I believe it's just one big term that the common man who cuts down or fell trees in the forest does not really understand what that means.
Thank you very much. The atmosphere, let me just begin with the atmosphere so the common man will really get a better picture. The atmosphere is stratified. By that we mean it is in layers. And there is, each layer there's a significance to this arrangement. The first layer is this troposphere, then you have the stratosphere, and then you continue like that. The stratosphere, it is immediately you leave the stratosphere, the ozone layer is found around that region. Now, the ozone layer is significant because it's that layer that plays a vital role in determining all the weather activities we have, in the sense that it traps the heat, you know, the UV radiation from the sun, and then it allows it to pass through it. This phenomenon is what is called greenhouse effect. So the day, today marks the 30th anniversary of the protocol that was signed in Montreal, Canada. That was in 1987. Many industrialized countries such as the United States, Canada, Netherlands, Britain, and as at then West Germany, they signed the treaty. And the treaty was basically to cut down on the production of CFC gases, that is chlorofluorocarbon gases, by 50% by the end of the century, that is 2000. We are now in 2017. So they signed that treaty, and then they noticed that there was a drastic reduction in the production. So they felt it was good. They go into something much stronger than that. So in 1990, they came up with another treaty again. That was in London. This time around, the idea was to phase out on the CFC gases completely by the end of the century. However, there was some kind of setback because industrialized countries were not ready to help the developing countries with technologies they need to produce goods without using CFC's gases. This is because the CFC gases are inexpensive, they are odorless, they are non-corrosive, they are non-toxic, so they are quite cheap, and you can easily use them for the production of industrial goods. So that, having said that, that's just the background, that's just the history of the day. So without this layer, the planet Earth would seemingly be like, the surface would seemingly be like the lunar eclipse you have in the moon. That is, the surface will not change, you will just see it the way it is. And you will not have cold, you will not have heat, you will not have rainfall, you will not have all of the weather elements you refer to. So the ozone layer plays a significant role. It is just that gaseous blanket that protects the planet. So without it, maybe the planet may seemingly be too hot or too cold to sustain human and biodiversity.
But the level of awareness now, you know, to the common man, like you said earlier on, we still see people, you know, felling down trees, you know, cutting down trees without knowing the consequence of what they do. Is the awareness really up to speed?
Yes, there are a lot of things we do that really, you know, the depletion is accelerated by human activities. It's not just, however, having said that, however, the geological times, we know that maybe once in a while there was a kind of change of weather due to certain things. But then, in 1974, 3 scientists were the first to alert the world that there is a correlation between human activities and the increase in temperature. So the world now, we really have to sit down. If there is a correlation, then it means that there are certain things we do on this planet that affect this planet. So the ordinary man may not really know that, okay, this what I'm doing is really, but then the generality of the world, especially the developed world, they know that industrialization and human activities tend to affect the level and the concentration of CFC's gases in the atmosphere.